Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Hellion. So I took a look at this game about a year or so ago. It's still in early access on Steam, and I was not very kind to it. However, there has been a recent update to version 0.3 and play through it, and they're starting to become signs of, like, quality of life things are starting to come in, and they're starting to seeming to get back on track for making something that is actually accessible. So I wanted to revisit this and show you what's been in here thus far. I've been playing a bunch off camera because if there's one thing about this game, it's very it's quite difficult unless you really have had a chance to dick around in it, and by that I mean die very frequently, and also find a lot of the bugs still here. But this is by Zero Gravity. It is, again, in early access, and it's currently $25 US on Steam. Without further ado, now the multiplayer is something that they were really kind of hyping up on. I'm going to just play single player because it's still usable in single player. Multiplayer is interesting, but not as interesting as for me right now. So let's go single player, and you can do either the standard or sandbox. I'm going to do the standard since that is sort of the questing mode kind of thing. And you can see I've got some save states here, but I'm just going to do a brand new game and show you how they've actually integrated the tutorial now into the game. So without further ado, once the loading screen goes by, we'll jump right into the tutorial, and I'm going to start moving as fast as I can, although it does kind of stop you a little bit here and there. So let's do a fresh start. Okay, here we go. We're waking up in our cryopod to the sounds of alert klaxons. And lots of damage. And nothing in our locker there. But we get a rude awakening.
This is Fiona Myers, First Officer of Daedalus. Not that that matters anymore. But if you can hear me, I need you to trust me. The station you're in is about to fall from orbit, and you don't have much time, so grab your gear and head to the command module. You should be able to call for a rescue ship.
Alright, so we've got our equipment on now, and we're going to be going into 0G and no atmosphere, as you can see on our little HUD there. And now I'm just going to kind of go very quickly here because our oxygen supply doesn't last very long, and that's where a lot of the problems come into play. But we are back into gravity anyway. Alright, open the door to the upper deck.
Regular access codes don't work anymore, and that's my fault. Sorry, but there should be a hacking tool somewhere. Just try to look around.
So here's the first good major change to the game. The inventory is actually sensible now. It doesn't require a PhD to figure it out. So that's great. And we'll come here and hack the door, which uses up that hacking tool, and now it shall open for us. And then we're back into 0G again. Let's get up to where this door is. Here. And you hold down shift to like grab the wall and stabilize yourself. That's what you're seeing there. Alright, we're going to call the rescue ship, so we shall do that.
It'll take a few minutes for the ship to get there, but it will get there. It's Altcorp, after all. They're the only good thing that ever happened in Hellion. Had we put them in charge, we could have probably avoided this entire mess. Anyway, head outside. Just make sure you have enough oxygen. The ship probably won't have any.
Alright, so now we gotta grab an oxygen canister. Back down here again. And through corridor B, which also leads us out to the outside environment. So I will grab this as we go by here. Thank you. Now I'm not going to refill it immediately because we still have 82% and we're going to use that to the best of our abilities. Now what I need to do is to find the ship. Where is it at? There it is. And everything is, you know, Newtonian physics and stuff, so I'm going 5 meters per second forward here, and I'm going to have to slow myself down eventually. Also, I need to try to overcome some of the other forces, the left to right, up to down. This is also where it's sort of, it needs some more work, I think. The UI is coming out really nicely, which is good. But when it comes to maneuvering, it still needs quite a bit of work. Like I can see my forward and back vector there. You can see the, you know, negative 4.5 meters per second, all that stuff. But I can't see the left to right roll or the pitch or any of those things. As the in your spacesuit, in your EVA, when you're EVAing, it's not quite so bad. But when it comes to later on, when we actually have to dock things up and whatnot, it becomes a real pain in the neck. And I'll talk about that again as we get there. But anyway, we can now enter this ship.
Alright, so you have to check the power supply and the warp drive. Oh wait, but to gain access, you'll have to register first. There's a security panel on the bridge.
Alright, back onto the ground we go, and let's go register on the security panel, as she said. Come in here, we claim the ship for ourselves. We change the ship name and all that stuff there, but not going to worry about that. Right now we're going to come in and turn on the power. Like so, we're going to deploy the solar panels. We're going to turn the power on with what we have in the capacitor. Right there. And I'm going to close this. Is the airlock still open? Yeah, I guess I should probably close that too. And I believe I can get the life support working on here. Let's see what happens. Let's get the Let's get the bridge room. Let's power this up. All right, and then we'll get the. I guess we'll do the bridge room. We'll pressurize. Maybe. Unable to pressurize. Air tank is empty. All right, so the air tank doesn't have anything in it yet. And I don't know if this will. I've turned on the air filter, but I don't have a thing to actually turn on the oxygen. There is some O2 in there, it looks like, but I don't think I have a thing to actually produce any oxygen, so that's not going to work. But anyway, I'll turn it on anyway, just for the sake of argument. Maybe we'll get something here. But in any case, we need to go fly over and get a warp cell. And so take command here. There's a derelict power station, which I will target now. And it's 4.3 kilometers away. And we'll head down that way once I can get that into range here. There we go. All right, and we'll speed up a bit. There we go. Now the nice thing here, one of the good things they've done with the UI, you can see there's like a little blue. It's kind of hard to see because we're flying towards the sun, but there's a little blue bar in the center there where the ETA is. ETA is 100 seconds there and all that stuff. That lets you know that if the lines that are coming in towards that little blue bar, if they get into the blue section, then you're going to have a collision alert problem. You're probably going to collide with whatever you're pointing at. So it's easy now that you can kind of like, you know when to slow down early, so that you don't have a collision issue. Now the other thing is, you see those red lines there. This is what I'm talking about as far as bad UI design. The red lines are showing you what direction you're going up and down, and they're very, very imprecise. So it makes for some tense problems here. I am going to crash. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hang on. Hang on. And can I match? Oh, I want to match speed with the target if it will allow me to do these things. I actually just want to stop. Maybe I should just stop here. Will you let me stop? Here we go. Match target velocity. There we go. That works. All right. Now we're going to jump out and go grab the warp cell that they want me to grab. This, and open the outer door. There we go. I'll try and make this relatively quick. This is just derelict is got a lot of open sections, so I should be able to just fly right in and grab the part that I'm looking for, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Just over this side. There we go. Down here. And whoop, grab it. Grab it. There we go. Okay. And back out of here and back into our ship, which should be over this side. Right. There it is. or it should be the other way. Whatever the case may be here. The problem I always have is I forget where the airlock is. I think it's up here. No, that is the cockpit. Where is the airlock at? I always get turned around every time. It's on the side here. Come on. Come on. There it is. Alright, grab that. And moving up back inside here. Back into the gravity. And do a face plant. As we do. Alright. Now I can go plug this into the thingamajigger here. So we'll take this, and you see you got this proximity loot thing now, which is awesome. Like I said, they did good stuff with the inventory now, so it automatically took it out of my inventory and put it into where I wanted it.
Outpost, there's something. Anything with a stable orbit will do.
There's an air capacitor, air filter, online. All right. So I think life support. No, air tank is still empty. I figured that. Okay. So now we're going to go and get back to the derelict station.
Okay, listen.
The power section.
I know you're not a pilot or a navigator, but
I'm sorry, not that one.
You have to be both. You need to set up and execute a warp maneuver. It might look complicated at first, but you'll see. It basically comes down to tweaking the departure and arrival times until the warp line turns green. Then just point the ship in the right direction. It's not that hard once you get a hang of it. I trust you'll manage.
Alright. All we really have to do is click on the thing and align ourselves, and then we gotta wait the requisite amount of time. There's a lot of, with the warp maneuvers, there's a lot of waiting.
Okay.
Basically.
Once you're in a stable orbit, you'll be on your own. And this is all I can do for you. Look, Hellion is not what you thought it would be. Or what any of us hoped for. I can't even begin to explain how it all went wrong. I'm not even sure if all of this is real, or just some crazy dream that I can't wake up from. Or even if it's my dream at all. I could very well just be imagining things. God, it's getting so hard to think. Focus, Leona. But if there is actually someone listening to me, search for my logs. It's all in there. You might be able to figure out what happened. To do what I couldn't. Perhaps even find us a way out of this. This is, or at least I think I am, Fiona Myers, First Officer of Daedalus, signing off.
Alright, so, yeah, game's a lot of hurry up and wait here. We have 48% oxygen left. That should be good for the moment. There's nothing in any of these, really in any of these boxes or anything around here that would help me out. What's kind of cool is I can just kind of walk around while we're at warp, and you can see things just flying by out there. I don't know what would happen if I jumped out while at warp. I'm assuming there's been some other like small breakages in the game, so I'm assuming that would be catastrophic and I'd have to start over again. That said, we got the air filter and stuff there. We have another, I think, 2 minutes or so to wait. This is one of those games. It's one of those games where it's just like, yeah, we want to give you the idea that there's a long space travel between 2 points, and so we're going to make you just kind of sit here and wait with not a whole lot to do, which is unfortunate. I mean, I guess, you know, if there were things in these emergency supplies and stuff. Like this could be time for me to kind of look around and stuff, but I know there's nothing here. You know, so it's just one of those things where if they had something else for you to do during this time, that would be kind of cool. There is a very good, this is our journal, and this is actually quite good because you'll have your quests actually show up here, and then you can kind of track them as you go, and you've got the quest log over here and everything. So it's really nice. This is a very nice way to go about it. There is one caveat though, and you'll see this as we get to the next station. I'll end up doing things on the quest log, and the quest log won't actually update. Or it'll just say, okay, go do this now, and I'm like, well, I've already done that. So they'll probably have to tweak that a bit. Again, it's version 0.3. It's still early access. It's, these things are to be expected, but yeah, the quest log will sometimes lag behind what you've actually done. And I haven't figured out a way to get it to realize that you've done things. It just kind of eventually catches up somehow. So it's just something to just, it's trying to go through things one at a time, but if you end up doing something else above the last one you just did, it just kind of gets really confused and things. Other than that, there are a few bugs that I've seen. We'll see those once we get over into the other area. I'm not too thrilled about the whole continue field generator. Not too thrilled about let's just give you one bottle of oxygen and send you off your way. Oh, here we go. We're finally here. Let's pop on in, and we gotta reach the outpost. We gotta reach the airlock. Is the next thing we gotta do. So what we're gonna do is, and what they're gonna teach us to do is docking. And docking in this game is difficult for all the wrong reasons. And we'll see that as I pull over here and do it. You'll see what I mean by it being difficult for all the wrong reasons. All right, let's slow down a bit. I'm gonna get in as close as I can. And now this one is hopefully not as difficult to dock as other things would be eventually. But it is still a pain in the neck. And I'm going to stop right there. All right, we're going to come out and go over and try to dock that ship to the larger, dock the airlock to the larger station. That is, by the way, the next quest that we have to do. Yeah, new quest available. I just happen to know it because I've done it already. What I need to do, where is the docking controls are over here, right? Or underneath. Yeah, I think I grabbed them earlier. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Let's grab that. Come over here and hit F. Grab that and hit F. Alright, now we have to hit R to get the standard docking port going. And now we gotta swing ourselves around to which way we need to be facing. And there's where we need to be. So I'm gonna start moving us forward. Now, here's where it's kind of weird. Now there are meters per second numbers there. I'm trying to, let's see if I can, nope, that's the wrong way to spin. Let's spin it this way. Ooh, okay, too much. Our directional speed is 0.3, which is good. But the, trying to figure out what our roll speed is, not so easy. And the gradations on that little icon, that little, like, thing there that's moving, are not very precise. So when you get in close, you can't really tell if you're going too far or not far enough. Because every time you hit the button on the keyboard, you are actually giving yourself a little boost. So we're at 6.7 meters. I gotta get over this way a little bit. So we got 0.1 meters that way. So luckily they've got a few things to help with the side to side movement. Anyway, because you gotta cancel out all your movements once you get lined up properly. There we go. Wow, I did it a lot better that time. Okay, so we've docked successfully. The interface still needs some work. It needs some work with the roll anyway, because it does get extremely frustrating when you try to when you're way off the axis that you need to be on. It just gets very, very frustrating to try to figure out. You end up oscillating a lot between from one to another state. Okay, this door's not automatically opening now. Let's go hit that. There we go. Come on, get me in there. Okay. Alright, hit that. Me in here, and there we go. We got some gravity. We're at 26% O2. I gotta keep an eye on that. Let's close this again. And let's get into here. And what we need to do is try and restore. First of all, they want me to set a cryopod as my spawn point, so we'll do that. Cool. I'll respawn there. Then I need to come on over and let's get the power supply going. Let's deploy the solar panels. And let's get Haven turned on at least. That's good. Let's grab the welding tool. And then we're going to come on over here and do our thing here where we put the welding tool into the A slot. Now, be careful here because I did something bad and I took this consumable and you see how it says, oh, that could go into the A slot. If you do that, because I wanted to refill my oxygen thing, if you do that, you basically can't continue in the game because you can't pull it back out again and everything breaks and you just have to start over from scratch. What you need to do is put this in there, put your welding tool in there, and then you can refill it. So we'll go to attach point, refill it with hydrogen. There we go. And we should be good there. Now I can pull that back again. And then this is used to fix hull damage, as it says there. These boxes have nothing in them, even though they say life support on them. They have nothing of use to us. Unfortunately, every box in this game is empty right now. And we are at 21% air. So the idea here is I need to go repair things. I think I can get some life support started though. Let's power up the air generator. And at least I can get that working. That's generating some air into the air tank, so we have it. I'm not actually pressurizing any of the rooms yet, but that's still a thing. There is some damage over here that I can use my welding tool for. So let's go. Okay, that's already in my hand slot, so we'll do that, and we'll repair this. That should help a little bit. Keeping an eye on my O2. And I can hit the artificial gravity control. So, even though there is already artificial gravity in here, I guess it's, it is what it is. There is a breach somewhere here. It's saying that there's an oxygen breach. So, it's not in... I don't think it's in this room. I think it's probably over here in the docking port. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get up here and stabilize ourselves for a moment. There we go. Cool. Very cool. All right, and I think when it turns blue like that, it means that there's not a breach anymore. Let's look and see what it says over here. Oh, the power has turned off. Well, that's a thing. Are we not? We're not making any power? Okay, so there is... Our solar panels are defective, that's why. Okay, so we gotta go out and repair the solar panels. So first of all, before we forget, let's go and... Oh, I hit I, it's tab. We'll put this in our hand and use it. Alright, we're back up to 43%. Now, something I've noticed... Okay, this actually used it all up to 0. Something I noticed is that it won't... it didn't use it all up the last time I did that. And this doesn't have any power, so I'm not going to be able to do anything there. In here, I think there is some things to repair. Yes, over here. There's some things to repair, so let's go and... I think I can repair this right here. I think. Is it repairing? Yeah, it's repairing. Okay. Sometimes you can't really tell. And that, then we gotta go outside and repair the solar panels. Did we get everything here? I think we got everything here. Let's open... Whoop. The wrong thing there. Open that door, please. I want to open this door. There we go. Yeah, there's some more damage right over yonder. Let's hit that up while we can. As much of this repaired as is possible. Excellent. All right. Luckily, your repair tool stops trying to repair once you've fully repaired something, so at least you can figure out that way that something's been fully repaired. Now we're gonna go inspect our solar panels because they are not making any power. I think they're down here. I don't... Oh, there's some damage there on the outside. Let's repair that while we're here. Might as well, we're already in an EVA. Okay, solar panel utility access. The panels are around here. You just have to figure out where they are. Okay, that's all nice and repaired. So let's get the let's open the utility access panel if I can. Where's the... Oh wait, we have some more damage here. It would help if I repaired that. Usually a panel here somewhere. Oh, I hear... Oh, I think the solar panels are... Ah, now they're deploying. Okay, good. That was the problem. Oh, there's the deployment handle there. Okay, cool. Cool. So now we have solar panels deployed. We should be able to get some power in the modules. Let's see if I can grab there. All right, and get me out inside. Back into the gravity. Alright, good. Let's close this airlock. Our air tanks are filling up nicely. Very good. Alright, I can get the power back on. Hopefully. Alright, come on over to power supply. Okay, yep, the power's back on for the air generator. These are now generating power. They have sun exposure. Which is nice. Okay, so we are generating some energy into the capacitor, so that should keep us going for a little bit, although our consumption's all over the place because there's still like upgrades and things that we don't have. And if I come over to life support now, we have our air generators working. It is filling up the air tanks, which is nice. So now I can turn on the air filter and I can pressurize the main room. Start pressurizing the main room. So we should see, you see my indicator there is we got 0.2 millibars of power now. You can see the oxygen kind of pouring in through here to try to oxygenate the area. So we'll wait until that says 1 atmosphere of pressure, and then we'll take our helmet off to conserve whatever oxygen we have. In the meantime, I can take this, put this in my hand, and put it on there and see if we can refill it with some nitrogen, oxygen. So I want to, why does that say 0 nitro? Mode. I have no idea. Anyway, we want, now the game I think is wrong here, but the way I've seen it is, oh, nitrogen, oxygen. Oh, I guess it is NOx then, huh? 5. I bet you it is. I bet that's what I was doing it wrong with. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see what happens, because my suit's at 25%. I'm just curious if this works. No. That did not work at all. Where are we at? 0.6. Why are we not at 1.0 yet? Is there another air leak around here or something? Anyway, I was gonna say that this does not seem correct. Although it did take a little bit, which again is weird. Let's unload that. Let's put what I think should be in there. Now the way they had it in the game was, I think it was, 1.5 nitrogen and 3.5 oxygen, I think, which does not seem correct to me. I think it's the other way around, because there's more nitrogen in our atmosphere than there is oxygen. But anyway, let's do this. Let's see what happens when I do it. We'll take that, put it in here. And yeah, that filled up my, it filled it up to 55%, but it left the nitrogen in there. Yeah, that's weird. Because when you pick this up, it has a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen in it, which makes a lot of sense because that's air. But then when you go to fill up your suit, it only wants oxygen. Again, very weird and interesting stuff here. Anywho, I can, since it's only taking pure oxygen, I'm just going to go and unload the nitrogen from that. I'm just going to load up all the oxygen. Why is it putting helium-3 in there? Unload oxygen, that in there. Oxygen, there we go. Confirm. All right, can I pick that up again? Yes. All right, fine, whatever. Anywho, we are still at 0.6 bar, so something is no bueno here. And I don't know what it is, because we're not getting a full 1 atmosphere. Which, when last time I played this, I was getting a full 1 atmosphere of oxygen. I don't know if 0.6 will be enough to sustain me. Let me look at the power situation. Maybe there's something over here. Our consumption is jumping up and down. I turned the airlock. I've left the airlock off because that's just power that we don't need right now. Yeah, weird stuff. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing, I don't have catalysts or anything to improve the power output and stuff like that. But we can come over here. Where's my journal? Safe haven. Power up the station. Do you see how I've already powered up the station, but you see how it's lagged behind with that. Now, if I hit this, it generates a new quest. Let's herd logs, I guess.
Use an asteroid paint. Remove some stress from Oracles 1 and 2.
Alright, and then that gives us another quest here, Echoes from the Past. Just investigate all these signals and whatnot. So, since we have some things, let me go and let's go consume all of this. Or as much as it'll let me do. So 96%. There we go. Alright, we'll throw that back down on there. We'll fill it back up so I have it. Attach points, oxygen, confirm. Okay. Grab this again. Alright, and then what I'll do is, so I'm kind of curious. I can take my visor off to see if 0.6 bar is enough. Appears to be enough. You can breathe and 0.6 at least. Alright. It's weird that it doesn't say 1.0, but whatever. Alright, so that's it. So there's corridor A. So we have to go and try to get some more parts and upgrades, and I don't know how far they go yet, because like I said, everything here is empty. There used to be a time when you come in the game and some of these boxes would have actual stuff in them. I wonder if the air filter is damaged. It looks like it has a little bit of damage on it, but I guess not. In any event, I'm going to come over here and I guess I could leave that going, although it's consuming oxygen and I won't be in here. So I think what we'll do is we're going to put our helmet on, and I think we'll depressurize. And I will turn the air filter off. I'll leave the air generator on, maybe. Fill up the air tanks a little bit. And then that'll give me a little bit of power back. The reason I'm doing that is I'd like to run the refinery, which takes 500. So we might actually not have enough power because this is only doing 300. So yeah, it's 300 and 300 basically for the air generator. So maybe I should turn the air generator off entirely. So let's shut that down. Alright. 517 in the air tank out of 2K. Alright, and then that will give me some time to come over here. And I can turn ice and refine ice into oxygen and whatnot. So we'll go drop that over here. Confirm. And we'll refine it into hydrogen and oxygen. And then that takes like 500. So you can see it's going to go, our capacitor's going down by 300 each thing here, but it's only going to take 30 seconds, and it didn't have enough power to go through the whole thing. So I have to wait for the capacitor to get up, and it's still increasing. But anyway, this way here we can unload all that and have some oxygen and nitrogen ready to go for us when we need it. But anyway, I'm going to let the power charge up in here, and I'm going to go jump into our ship again. would be nice if the ship had some oxygen, but it doesn't have an air generator. You have to actually fill. Ooh, okay. Went a little bit faster than I intended on going. Yeah, it would be nice if it had an air generator on it, but it doesn't right now. So let's just come over here and pop back into our ship and see if I can go investigate some things in this general vicinity. I haven't gotten this far yet in the game, so I don't know if I've reached a limit of stuff we can do right now, or if it's just continues on. I mean, there's still some quests there, which suggests to me that we can continue on with what we're doing. There you go. Very nice. And is this actually... I mean, it says this is just an air filter, which is not really doing me anything because there's no air in here for it to filter. Door open. Right. Yeah, I got it. The air tank is empty anyway. In any case, let's go over here and see if there's anything in the general vicinity of this. So there's Haven. And then I think they wanted me to, what was the objective? Where's my tab? Objective. Investigate ALP 007. This one power up station. This is already done. Like I said, it just lags behind. If I unpower the station and then power it back up, it might trigger it, but it's, you know, not always working so well. I wonder if I track it, does that? No. Not really. Okay. Anyway. Here's our investigate VOR. So if I go to 2, let's see what we got here. Okay, investigate ALP 007. Let's click on that guy. And let's do a warp 2. And power consumption would be 50. Time to arrival before. So I guess I could increase the speed in order to get my time of arrival better, but it'll probably take more power consumption. Whatever, we'll just do it this way, and I will just get aligned here. We only got 30 seconds. And we'll see if maybe I can find some parts. Ooh, a little overshot a little bit. There we go. Stop there. All right, I will cut away and come back after we do the long flight. Okay, we're approaching ALP 007, and good, the game just saved too. It is a asteroid of some description. Now, interestingly, on the way over here, I was getting I got a warning. I got a warning about asteroid impacts, and you could actually hear them hitting the hull and stuff. So that was fun times. I don't think they didn't do any damage, which is nice, but it was still interesting. All right, so here's the $1 million question. Can I stay a respectable distance away from this? Match target velocity. Let's try that. Okay. Cluster of vessels. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Perhaps. And fly on out here. Luckily my RCS thrusters are still pretty good. And I have that oxygen tank. I think we're good there. Now, is this on the asteroid? Or is it on the other side of this asteroid? Therein lies my question right now. Okay. Well, we are not walking on the asteroid, but we're certainly flying alongside of it. See, this is... I guess the asteroids don't have their own gravitational fields yet. Because really I should be able to, in theory, I should be able to walk across this. But I'm not complaining, it's still early. Still early in the game's lifetime here. I'm getting close to whatever it is. I just can't seem to see it. Get our light on. We kind of skate along the surface here. If I'm getting closer or further away from where it says check the terminal. Appear to be getting further away from it. Let's see if there's... Is there like a base here or something? Like... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there is like a little base. It's just... in the most inaccessible part of the asteroid it could possibly be on. There's good engineering right there. Alright, come on. Come on, get me down there. There we go. Grab that. Thank you. Let's check this. Let's check this terminal. Oh, it's just to play a log, really? We came all this way just to play a log? There'll be something else around here. A hell of a spot to keep a personal log. Also, it'd be really nice if I could turn around here. Okay, play log.
Burned after 6 minutes. I'm just horrible at this. I should have taken that engineering course. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Fried coupling and a blown amplifier. Well, okay, it's not that bad. But I think I'll have to make another salvage run through Betty's scrapyard. Note to self. Find spare warp cells before you end up stranded again. You got lucky last time.
Okay, so they need me to find more things to scrap or look through the junkyards. Which isn't really helping me that much. Is it, I wonder though, is that the thing that it's highlighting over there, is that another, I bet that's another, turn my light off here. Junk heap or something, maybe? Or will I see more on my radar if I just go back into the ship again? Maybe I should just go back into the ship and look on the radar. If I can arrest my because my RCS is down to 71% on my suit, and I really don't want that to deplete, because I did not bring any RCS fuel with me. All right, come on. Get me in there. Around the other side, please. There we go. Not the best in zero-G navigation, but managing as well as can be expected, I think. There we go. There, much better. Alright, let's go see if there's anything on my radar that I can use to find some junk heaps. So what is 3? I haven't looked at that. Oh, that's the docking. What's 4? 4 is just the lights for the vessel. Yeah, okay. So the radar range is R, right? 100 kilometers, anything? 1,000 kilometers, 10, 100. Get everything that's within 100 kilometers. Let's see, if I had known that the thing was right there, I could have just driven my ship right over to it. Now, I think, let's see, I wasn't actually that far off. I was just looking on the complete wrong side of the asteroid here. Now, can I find... Do I have to just navigate to them on the navigate to them on the main thing here, or can I just look at object clusters? ALP 7 burner, I don't know what that is. Production section. There's 2. Haven, there's Haven. Production section. Is this what I have to do? Look at marble. River station. I don't know what those are. Like production sections here. I guess I gotta go to those, maybe, to find stuff. And they're not really like find a replacement power coupling and signal amplifier, but it's not really telling you much other than go find them in junk heaps. But it doesn't tell you where a junk heap is. I guess let's go to habitat section BE here, and I'll see if that is what the doctor ordered. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so apparently I hit something, but I don't see it. I don't see what I hit, but I apparently hit something. So let's just go take a look outside here. Our oxygen's not going to hold up for very long, unfortunately, and we don't have a spawn point anywhere near here, so that's fun. So what's the one I was looking at? So what exactly did I hit? And where is it? There's something here. I don't know what that is. And I don't know where. Like, it says that there's something there. Is that the one I was going after? It looks like it might be just like a little asteroid or something. But now I'm trying to find the derelict vessel it said was supposed to be here. And I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing. And those are all 8 kilometers away. Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling the game is just plain old broken at this point forward, because I can't... It says that there's something there, but it's not there. And then when I looked for where it says the derelict vessel should be... Oh, I took a little bit of damage there. I was going a bit fast. When I look at the radar, it's telling me that there's stuff here, but... Like, see, it says derelict right there, 20.7 meters. And every time I move a little bit, it's like banging onto something here. Now it says that there's something directly in front of me. 31.6 meters. So if but I literally don't see anything, so I have a feeling that this is just a bug, and that it's not actually rendering what I'm supposed to be seeing. This is 16.7 meters. Yeah, I'm just passing right through it. Whatever it's supposed to be. So my guess is there's an actual vessel supposed to be here, but it's not showing up. So yeah, this is the state that the game is in right now. I don't know that there's much else you can do with it. It's like, we'll find a power coupling and a single amplifier, but there is a whole lot of nothing around here. And a whole lot of nothing around pretty much anywhere. So all I can think is that you can only do that one main quest, and then that's it. After that, you have to content yourself with multiplayer, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, all these empty boxes and shelves and everything. But anyway, I guess that'll do it then for my revisit of Hellion. It's by Zero Gravity, and it's currently in early access on Steam for $25 US. You'll have to judge for yourself if what you've just seen here is worth $25 or not. I won't pass a certain judgment on that as it is. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff. They've made some good changes. The UI is certainly worlds improved over what was here. But now the world itself is very, very barren and very, very empty. And it's a little bit frustrating because there's a lot of stuff that I want to repair. I want to get this ship like to the point where I don't have to be on internal life support. Like, I want to get the life support on the ship working and all that stuff. And there's a whole lot of things that could be done, and yet there's a whole lot of nothing right now. So yeah, you're basically just getting that one tutorial quest, and then that's about it at the moment. So that's it for me. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.